Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hot Elf Ghost Central.
Oh, shit.
Today, we got 3 hot elf ghosts. They've just emerged from the bone bramble, and they're here to entertain you. So, the walls ripple slightly as these mildly unsettling spirits pass through them. There is that rattling of bone, and you're all made suddenly, painfully aware of just how claustrophobic it is in here, except for maybe Sosorovo. You feel great. You got all this arm and leg room. Everybody else, Bryn especially, you're jammed kind of in the back. And for you, Bryn, I think that's it's especially anxiety-inducing because you're not within 5 feet of any of your friends. So the spirits emerge, and as they address you, which they are about to do, they do so in unison. They all speak at once as they speak to you, and so they move through the walls, and they tell you that your father, the King of Denmark, has been killed by your uncle. And no, so
what?
they come through, and the first thing they
Macbeth,
say.
But Hamlet works too.
No. Does the curse on the Scottish play apply to Twitch streams?
No.
You don't think so?
It's inside of a theater.
Only stage shows, yeah.
Okay.
It's not in your home.
Well, good. Excellent. Also, Hamlet's better than Macbeth.
But all the world is a stage.
Oh, fuck.
They say that right in the rules, don't they? Is that in the same, or is it a supplemental Shakespeare? Is it? Because if it's in the core book, then it applies.
The core book.
Yeah. Listen, applying Dungeons and Dragons logic to Shakespeare plays is a totally worthwhile thing to do. Go ahead and do it. So, okay.
I feel like the core book is the plays, and then the errata is the
sonnets.
Well, it depends. It's like a White Wolf role-playing game, right? They all share the same system, which is the Shakespeare storytelling system. But vampire and werewolf have their own rules.
Got it.
So,
Midsummer Night's Dream was just written as a one-shot that somebody just improvised the entire thing of the first time and then wrote it down.
I really want to continue this conversation, but I also want to play this adventure. I'm torn. All right, so adventure. Because technically, this is the game we're playing, not is Shakespeare a role-playing game. So yeah, they emerge from the walls, and they at once whisper, first, does anybody speak Elvish?
Elvish? I don't think so.
Let me check.
Pretty sure I do.
Nope.
Druidic, Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
This is such a 5th edition D&D problem. Does anybody speak
Yes,
Elvish?
I do.
Thank you. Does anybody speak Elvish? No, we all speak weird other languages like Serpent People and Celestial. Yeah. Where'd you learn that? Celestial
Listen,
Academy?
nerd, I am a Serpent People, therefore that is what I speak.
Do the Yuan-Ti have their own language?
No, they don't. It's Abyssal.
There you go.
No, it's Abyssal.
Get out of here. You'd think they would also speak whatever variant of Common is spoken in Chult, too, right?
I'm sure in previous editions there was a Yuan-Ti specific language in that, there used to be a Kobold specific language.
Fuck, man, there used to be alignment languages.
There isn't anymore. but that's what I'm saying. They don't now. It's just Abyssal.
Yeah. Anyhow, so in Elvish, so Sosrova, you are the only one that understands them. They say, so alive. Such warmth.
They're being kind of creepy about the fact that you're still alive. We're all still alive.
Good save.
I say, but oh God, I haven't spoken Elvish since I took a class 200 years ago.
Donde está la biblioteca?
There's a cat in my pants.
Je suis un bonhomme de neige.
Is it not more tormented to be living in hell than dead?
So
they trick the ghosts.
They turn when you say that and say, this one speaks the language. Why have you come here, living ones? Is it to feed us? And while they're saying that, one of them is eyeing November hungrily. The other is doing that thing where she's kind of reaching for you, Bryn, but not really, where she's just got her hands up and is kind of just kneading the air, looking at you hungrily. But they're all speaking, so.
No, we seek red.
I can only think Jenny from Dragon Age.
Ruth.
Red someone.
Red Ruth. I only remember it because of the
Red
shiny.
Ruth. Red Ruth. She'll probably be upset if you kill us.
She says, they say, I guess, these brambles, ours, our legacy, such thirst for life. Give us warmth, and you may pass. And they're starting to cluster around you to the point where this one goes immaterial and passes through the wall, and now all three of them are sort of surrounding Sosorovo.
What are they saying?
I immediately move closer.
They kind of like want to eat you and like drain the life. They want something that will keep them warm, but probably not fire.
Probably not fire? Have we tried fire?
Unfortunately.
I have a torch that I don't ever need to use.
The ghosts, they look at you, Sosorovo, for a minute, kind of like pondering you, and then say, this one, not warm enough, but... And then this one floats again through the wall and appears over here by Bryn. They start surrounding Bryn, but they're still talking to Sosorovo, and they say,
Deeply uncomfortable.
we would have her warmth before you go. And now all of them are just like touching. They're doing that like not touching Bryn, like just like
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
like
Yeah,
just
I'm not
just
touching
like hungrily like touching the air near your face and your
Do you
arms
reckon-
and like
Can I
yeah.
You
light
give them
the
a
torch?
little bit of your life, like I did for the vampire. Take one for the team, Bryn. They seem super interested in you.
I mean, you
Um,
said they wanted warmth. Can we just try a torch first?
No, it's like metaphorical. I'm
How do
pretty
you
sure
know?
Elvish has no actual nouns for the things that they are. It's all like
That's such a great that's canon now that there's no nouns in Elvish, just really flowery ways to describe objects. It's not a pencil, it's the ancient scribe of Arondiel. And you're like, that's a fucking pencil, Elrond. Yes, the ancient scribe unto you I give. Come
But
on, man.
Arondiel is a proper noun.
No, it's a person's name. Yeah, not a noun for an object. Yeah.
They only have proper nouns.
Yes, I guess
is what
only
we're
proper
saying.
nouns in that case. Yeah, what is this thing? I don't know, but it's named after an elf. It's good. I like
Bryn
that.
like furrows her brow for a second. She's like, we could try and fight ghosts, but she kind of looks over at Sathra, and I'm like, I don't think Sathra's sword is so good at ghosts. Could be.
You are very wrong. My sword is good at everything.
I just don't know why we can't just try and light a torch and see what
I
happens.
could totally try and light a torch and see
I
what
would
happens.
like to try and light
While
a
this
torch.
conversation's happening.
I have a tinderbox and I have a torch. I will light one. I have 10 torches. I will light one of them.
Okay. So you
there's
you
10
light
torches around.
you light a torch. The ghosts turn as if like angered by it, and in Elvish they say, "No, put it out. Forbidden here."
No, you're not allowed to do actual fire. Like I said, metaphorical fire. Wait, no, warm. What do we have?
Yeah, November. Do you put the fire
Like,
out when
look at
Sosorovo
you,
says
Luke,
that?
just like,
I move it closer to one of them.
for fuck's sake.
So you're like, okay, make a charisma saving throw.
You get +3. You're next to me.
I get a 22 then.
Okay, so she recoils and like hit the three of them turn and hiss at you.
Oh, I don't.
You're burning it.
Maybe we should just turn around and leave. Move the.
No, we're kind of no. They want something now. Let me think. I'm
Well,
thinking.
we could just get out of here and go a different way. This is a dead end anyway.
Yes.
So
they're-
Sosorovo,
follow us.
yeah, Sosorovo, when November says we could just leave, you get the distinct impression they would not be happy with you just taking Bryn out of here now.
Yeah.
Bryn looks at them and she sort of asks, how many more are there? Just the three of you?
They don't understand you.
Oh, that's true. She's like, I guess she'd say that to Sosorovo because she doesn't understand them. So she would say, Sosorovo, can you ask them how many of them there are? Is it just the three of them, or they're like a horde of ghosts that we're going to have to contend with?
Does the multitude of creatures that are you encompass a number that is not the same as the one that there is now?
I love your Elvish. It's very technical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they turn and they say, We planted seeds for these woods, watched them grow, turn dark. Its creator, yes. Its master, no more.
But do you want to be?
Can we just go?
So they say,
No, November, we can't just go. We need to go in there to talk to Red Ruth. Going back is not an option.
End. This is a dead end. We could just turn around.
They're also insubstantial. I think they can follow us wherever we go in here. The whole passing through walls thing. I think option 1 is destroy them, or option 2 is, what do they want from me? Why are they all standing by me?
Probably.
You could ask, Sosrovo.
Oh yeah, no.
Proportionally speaking, I have 68 hit points. How many of them do they need?
You just want to make it a transaction. Like, listen, I'll give you 42 hit points.
Yeah.
But you got to throw in a potion of healing.
Yeah.
What about this one is so appealing to you?
So, the others touched by this place or darkness or claimed by another, cold-blooded. This one burns with the light of life, all that denied to us.
No,
Lost now.
She's got like a cursed shield, and I think she hears voices from something else. I've never actually asked her about it, but there's like a weird change in the aura of causality sometimes, in the same way that something that doesn't affect divinate. I've started speaking in common because they're
you just trailed off into common.
You take a little bit and leave the rest. Like how much do you need of this? How we...
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be
a little bit like a horse that you're like.
They're not going to be able to just tell you, right? They're not going to be able to be like 5 hit points. So I think probably they just say just a taste.
So they look like druids. Do they, if I tried to say something in druidic, do they react in any way?
What do you say?
I would just be like, what is it you want from us? Just to like give a test.
So this is the first time, Sosrovo, you see the 3 of them have a reaction that is too big to contain in a single expression. So like one of them, she moans in pain. There's a low moan. And another puts her hands over her face and starts to weep. And the third says,
That's tremendous.
the third says, we have not heard that tongue in so long. And she says it in Elvish. And she says,
that wasn't an answer.
Yeah, I mean, they don't, again, if you, like, the thing is, you're coming at this from, and I think Sosrovo has the right of it, if you're coming at this from a, like, let's make a deal perspective, it's not going to happen, right? Being like, I'll give you 5 life points in exchange for, like, they're just like desperate for the warmth of life. But yes, they recognize the druidic language, but it upsets them to hear it.
No, stop speaking whatever you're speaking.
Why are you trying to like okay, so out of character.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why we're trying to like satisfy these ghosts as opposed to just like leaving or like kicking their butt or
They're really hard to kill and they can chase us all the way through.
Yeah,
this.
the chasing is the reason why I think just leaving's not going to work. I don't have a good concept how difficult they are to fight.
I have another solution, and it's just evaporate them with assaulting magic or whacking them with maces or swords or what have you. I mean, we could stand here and debate it, but my method has worked every time so far that we've used it. So
is there like, can I make an insight check as to like why the druidic language was making them upset, or like why shouldn't we upset them? Is it just because you think we would die if we did? Is that like the reason why like Dave
just seem
so
dangerous. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my Lauren as well. Of like, I don't have a good concept of how difficult they are to fight, so we
Neither
could
really.
Yeah, I didn't understand why, like, of all the creature we've ever met, it was like, no, let's just give these ones what they want and like not upset them like out of
Because
character.
they're dangerous, and if they the other thing is if they control this place, they may well have special abilities related to being in their seat of power.
Alternatively, my other concern is that there are significantly more of them.
That's true. This might not be the only ones because they didn't necessarily specify.
We're not just going to give them Bryn.
I mean, I'd prefer not to, but
no, that's why I was trying.
I think so.
Sorry,
Bryn. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can I make an insight check as to why Druidic upset them, or in what way? Was it like a "I'll do what you say, oh wise leader," like don't kill me upset, or is it like a "don't ever do that again, or I'll murder you" kind of upset? I got an 8.
We have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have a guess.
So I think Bryn probably trying to say that she's like, we don't know exactly what they want. Sathra brings up an excellent point, but we could just try walking away and see what they do. Maybe they'll leave us alone, and if they don't, we go with Sathra's plan. If we don't feel like we can negotiate,
if we let them draw all the warmth out of you, that's probably not great. So
it does make it sound like they're going to drain all of my life energy. I don't think I can just give them a little sip.
Just a little sippy.
I could try.
No, I disagree with allowing someone to take your life energy. I think Sosorovo did it and it didn't work out super well. So
yeah, but Jander Sunstar's a douchebag. So
are you suggesting that these ghosts are not douchebags? Because I am certainly not getting that read from them.
They seem, they're sad. They're sad and they're hungry. Yeah. So they're trying to, they're ghosts, right? A vampire acts different than a ghost. Yeah. And ghosts usually have like a thing that is making them upset that keeps them around. And these ones were drawn to your vibrance, right? And was like, ooh, especially Bryn, who's like,
maybe you could just like angel out and that would work. There'd be like radiant warmth.
Hold on. I got an idea.
I could also just try to like lay on hands on them and see what happens.
Healing a ghost is probably not a great idea.
It's the equivalent of giving them hit points.
Just here you go, ghost. Positive energy.
I got your right here. I fireball myself.
I got an idea. Elvish again. Rather than temporary sustenance, what is causing the corruption of this grove that you planted? If we got rid of it, could you pass on?
They moan kind of low and I think that when they do, you hear it, but everybody you feel like this, it harmonizes in a funny way that sets the like bone place like kind of rattling along with their like low moan of pain. And I think that's the only answer that you get, that it seems to you that they don't think that's possible. It's like the lamenting of like, it's too late for that. Also, they're elf ghosts. They're really good at lamenting. That's like their best skill. So much lamenting.
I've been racking my brain trying to work out a way that isn't fighting to solve this problem, and I can't think of one. I've run out of ideas.
I think we just do the whole like back foul beast and like back out of this dead end and like see if we can go a different route.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right.
I don't know why we can't just go back.
I think pursue us that
type of
answers that
opportunities,
question.
basically.
Huh?
My worry would be attacks of opportunity.
Can you attack of opportunity if you're not in initiative?
There's no such thing as combat or not combat. Like if you're against a hostile creature and you move away, it's just whether they're hostile or not. But Bryn can also take the disengage action. You can say, I'm going to disengage and try to back away. But they also have Bryn surrounded and are like air caressing her.
All right.
Smelling her shampoo.
Lost.
Getting all up in your business.
All right. Okay, I tried to help you, but you're not being reasonable about this, you fucking ghosts, creatures that are created from grief. You're not being reasonable, and you should be. Not it. I will cast a spell on Bryn. This one. It's a new one. No ghosts allowed orb.
Okay, so if you're gonna cast a spell, then we'll roll initiative.
Fine.
Right? Because you can't just everybody's tense right now. So yeah, let's do that and then see how that all shakes
Right.
out.
Okay. We might. Yeah, I've run out of ideas. I'm going to try.
Yeah,
and
it's okay.
bargain
That's
about
fine.
the thing, but
I'm curious to see the resilient sphere in action too.
it's the no ghosts allowed.
I'm hoping they don't end up getting full cover, but only some cover, because then sharpshooter will be useful.
Yep. I gotta roll for Lulu, who's like it's hanging out the back.
I mean, I can't
What's going
see.
on, guys? What's happening?
I can't really see half of what's happening either. So
Okay. All right. So, I suppose the only other thing that you could do here, because I got a 19, and monsters go first when there's a tie, unless you want to use one of your divinations to change that initiative. Like not yours, but
Yeah.
theirs.
Yeah, they can have a 4. That seems pretty good.
How many? They could also have like the 13 and it still might be less than 19 and then you'd still have the 4.
The thing is, they kind of both suck, so it doesn't.
I mean, a 4 is like pretty abject failure, whereas a 13 plus
That's a good
whatever.
shout. Yeah, that is very good point.
I don't know
Let's
what
give
their
them 13
I don't know what their plus was, but
plus 6. Haha! Now they're back at 19 again.
oh fuck.
Okay, so you want to give him a 13 instead?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
All right, so that puts him at 15.
It wasn't 6.
Okay. All right. So then
Magic.
Sosorovo or November,
You can go first. You were taking the action, so Zorovo, so
Protect Bryn. You can decide that you're an unwilling creature if you'd like, and make a dexterity
Bryn
saving throw by cast a spell on you.
Trust Sosorovo.
Oh, that's
wow.
misguided but sweet.
Yeah. She also trusts in her ability to probably destroy Sosorovo if they tried to kill her.
Okay, I have a question for you, Dave. I'm going to name some colors. You got to pick one. Blue, green, yellow, pink, purple, or red?
Purple.
A purple one? Okay. I have a cool animated sphere we can use as a shield. Okay, so talk to me about how this works. How does Otaluk's resilient sphere works?
It puts something in a bubble that nothing can get into or out of.
Okay.
Um,
And you're going to enclose Bryn in the sphere?
yes. So my thinking is the thing that they want,
Oh, you
if I
can move
take
it,
it
okay.
away and I say that I'm not going to get rid of it, like what's the bargaining thing? I have the thing that they want. What do we actually want from them? To not kill us. No, it's the bluff. We go for the bluff. So I say, no, she is under my protection, and we are here to see Red Ruth, and you're going to take us to her, or I will use this orb to crush her into a tiny thing, and you'll get nothing.
Bryn is at first flattered and then like, what?
No, it's in Elfish, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I guess
all
she
right.
doesn't know what you're saying.
I do the crush thing. Like, oh.
Wait a minute. What are you doing, Sosorovo?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make an Arcana check first to see if they can recognize the spell and realize that you're bluffing.
No.
What?
I get a 4.
Okay. All right. So they can't tell. They think that the threat is true. Okay. So now you need to make an intimidation check to try to
I
convince
suck at
them.
this so bad. Do I have inspiration?
if
Yes.
I understood anything you were saying, I might be able to help you, but I cannot.
Yeah,
So.
same.
I'm using inspiration. Huh? Whoosh. Easy game.
One, very nice with that nat 20.
Damn, the nat 20.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, I think that they hiss like angrily at you, and you realize like, yeah, that they've got something, but I think in this case you've convinced them that they can't have their favorite treat, but they turn to you and you can see like a snarl like forming, and they're like, very well, we'll take you instead.
Our
No,
second
that's-
favorite.
Like they can't have the thing they want, but they're
Damn
like, you're
it!
still here.
I wasted a full
But
level
Bryn,
spell for
you're
this.
inside. You know, the thing is, and this would become a much larger conversation, is like, if you can become incorporeal at will, can you just like wave your hand through the sphere and hit somebody? Like,
No, it says
No.
nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through. Nothing.
yeah, shimmering force. But
Yeah,
then
that's
the
what I took
inverse.
to
Let me
move.
check with this, because I think you're right, and I'm fine. But it says you can move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. And then it says, so it's like, it's the immovable object, irresistible force thing, right? Where it's like,
I
they
feel
both
like
say
they
the
could
same.
move through the square with the sphere, but they can't get inside it.
But it basically
Like-
basically says in the description of the sphere nothing.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
Absolutely nothing.
But that's the thing. Yeah. Like, yeah.
So because it's defined in the spell, then the more specific rule, right? Like-
Again, but right. And so we can get into a whole thing. We don't need to, because I'm ruling it in that way. And I think we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
agree. But there are other spells that
Yeah.
say ghosts
Tricky.
can't pass through them. It's the
Oh,
shield problem
other.
all over again. It's the
Okay.
missing clause that other things have that implies that it should have it. If that were the
I think
case.
nothing is also ghosts.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
the
No, and I think you're right. Like I
you
tend
can't
to
take damage when you're in it.
Yeah, I tend to think that
totally
if it's a player designed thing, then it tends to overpower things that are meant to be used by monsters, right? Like just because of the imbalance of the design. But anyway, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, they don't care. They can't penetrate the sphere, but they'll go after the rest of you instead. But November
Oh,
being
shit.
the second closest target. Oh, also, I guess you can move if you want, Sosrovo.
Yeah, and I say to everyone, "Oh, that was a bad idea. Now they just want to kill everyone."
Yeah.
All right. The standby plan B.
Oh, I've never fought ghosts before. I have the torch in my hand. They didn't like the druidic. Since we're already fighting, I'll say in druidic, like while waving the torch, be like, "Leave us be, the ghosts, ladies."
You shout at them in a language they don't understand and wave the
Well,
torch at them.
Okay, but you said that it like made them mad or like sad or upset in some way, right?
Yes, yeah, it's upsetting to them. They were upset already.
Yeah, I think more than actually hating fire, it's like, don't burn down this thing that we made, even though it kind of sucks now, and we're sad about it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think ghosts resist fire because they resist everything.
Ghosts resist everything.
Okay, so what do you want to do, November?
Well, if nothing can harm, I've never seen the spell before, but like Sosorovo has had it, so we might have had a discussion about it at some point.
Ghost orb.
Ghost orb. Okay, what can I do? 5 radius, 40 foot high. Does it say
I should
that?
probably just drop it, shouldn't I? I can do that whenever. I'll do it just before Bryn's turn,
Boo-boo-boo.
after the ghost. Seems fun.
I don't know if this would make any difference. I'm going to attempt to cast Moonbeam in the area in what does it say? 5 foot radius, so 10 foot.
Does
Circle.
Moonbeam? You can you've cast it inside before, like subterranean areas.
This
and
is
stuff,
one
okay.
where you can, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't say that if you can't, like that's the cloud, the
That's fine.
the storm spell that you can't. This doesn't need a specific height. Sorry, I can. That's just like nothing. I'll do the version that you can read. Output spell card. Here we go.
And there's some really good new animated
go.
spell effects This is what kind of damage does it deal? Cold?
Radiant.
A radiant. Okay.
Oh, good shout. That's probably the only thing they aren't resistant to, isn't it?
How big is it?
It is a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high, but that doesn't matter because it's just light.
5-foot radius, meaning it's not one square, it's 4 squares, right?
4 squares.
Yeah,
yes.
5 foot out from a point. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I already have a moonbeam thing for you. Let me check. Yeah, I do. There it is. I knew I had one. Okay. All right. And where would you like to place this moonbeam?
I suppose the best spot is the one that can hit 2 of them. And knowing that, probably right there, knowing that Sathra might have an eye on the 3rd, whereas she wouldn't if I didn't get this one. So yeah, right there's fine.
Okay.
And when do they take the damage? When they enter the spell's area for the first time on a turn or
start their turn. So it'll the 2 of them as soon as Sathra is done, her turn.
Pretty much.
So that is my turn.
All right, friends.
I probably am going to wait. No, I can't disengage, so I'm not going to step back.
Let's try out my new feat.
Okay.
Oh, I'll have doused the torch, or just like dropped it early.
Sure, yeah, so you have a free hand. Yeah, discard it, like get rid of it. Once it's lit, you can't like unlight it. It's a whole
No, I don't need to keep it.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Sathra.
Okay, so I can see, I believe, all 3 of them. But this one here is my target, the one in the moonbeam.
I think you can see 2 of them. You can see these.
2 of them.
Yeah,
the other one is Bryn that I can see.
Now, to a lesser missile weapon user, I would say, but Sathra, there's so much cover between you and them, you'll never hit them.
I would respond, but Adam, I am no lesser missile weapon user. I have the sharpshooter feat.
You're damn right.
And as such, I would like to, I'm assuming Ghost AC is bad. We're going to find out. Apply the -5 to my attack roll to get a +10 damage on these guys.
It's a good gamble.
And the first thing that I'm going to do is bonus hex before I shoot. So we'll go apply hex to Ghost, then fire with a -5 attack roll, but a +10 damage. Here we go. I don't have any macro for that, so I'm just gonna have to do the math. But
okay,
we will get it done. Here we go. Pew! I think that one misses because that's like a 9.
Would you get it's a 9? Yes, yeah, you miss.
It's a 9.
Yeah.
And then another 23 -5 is 18.
That one definitely hits. Yes.
Big deal. So it does 7 + 10, 17 plus D6 to 19 damage.
Nice. And where is that? Where did the D6 come from? I just want to make sure I have the.
That's the hex.
Hex.
That's
okay.
All
right. And it was which? Sorry, which one did you want to hit? There's.
The one in the middle, like
this one.
The tunnel. Yeah.
Okay. And Blue Jay, I'll move your moonbeam back.
Yeah, I know you have to be able to.
Okay,
click.
so hex. Yeah. There we go. We'll just use the scary purple face, and there we go. Okay. All right. Cool.
I think that's all I can do because I missed the first one. So.
Okay. So the spirits. 2 of them at the beginning of their turn. What are they? Oh, I need to re-damage this one. How much do you deal? 19?
19.
Okay. Yeah. What's the damage and what's
they
the
have
DC?
They have to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC is, let me check, 15.
Okay.
And it's 2d10.
You said it was
damage.
con again?
Constitution, yes. Okay. If they're a shape changer, they make it with disadvantage.
They are not.
I
got a 13. So.
Okay, so they fail and they take the full. I rolled 9 for the first one, so I'll just roll again when it's the other turns if they stay there. But
okay, so it does 9 damage.
Nice.
Let me just double check. They don't have any weakness to radiant or anything. Nope, we're good. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, hang on. What kind of? Oh yeah, and the moonbeam does radiant, right?
Radiant.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Good. Okay. All right. So now they can take their turn. Obviously, they want to get out of the moon shit, so they are going to.
It's a good plan.
I need to double check how this incorporeality thing works. Oh, okay. So they can just move through shit, but it's difficult terrain. Okay. Okay. So this one appears next to you, Sosrovo. And then this one.
I hate that.
You have a stick in your hand, right? November.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you can make an attack of opportunity if you
A
want to.
stick attack of
I guess,
opportunity.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, get him.
Um,
Whack him.
yeah, I didn't shillelagh. So I need to. There's a difference in. I think I think the difference is what's the difference in damage? One sec.
Oh, and also, so while you're figuring that out, Sathra, I don't know how you know this, like how your character knows this, but the hex doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I sort of figured it might not.
Okay, instead of strength for the.
I just couldn't think of a way to like be like the arrow hits, but your hex is like I can't do anything because I don't know what the extra hex damage looks like aside from like
I imagine it
floaty
as
stuff.
I imagine it as like poison because of the origin of it, right? Like
Here, I just
poison.
Yeah.
quarterstaff. I get a 5.
Okay, you
I
miss.
yeah.
You just whiff it. Perfect. Okay. So Sorovo, they are going to attack you.
No.
Actually, you know what? All 3 of them at once inhale, though they have no lungs to fill, and shriek at the top of their lungs. Because I forgot they get to do this once a day. So all 3 of them just scream. And it's like a horrible piercing scream. We cut to the outside of the bramble. You can't hear any of it. The bramble just rattles gently.
Magic resistance.
But inside, yeah, this is definitely. So everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone who's within 10 feet of me has +3.
So not
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I get 21.
Unless your aura is blocked by the
my
sun.
advantage gets me an 8,
Okay.
which is great. And I'm assuming we need to make this 3 times.
You're going to need to make
we're
it
all-
3 times.
We're
Yeah.
all yelling.
Okay.
yeah.
So that was Constitution?
Yeah.
So I got an 8 and 2 23s.
7. Oh God, I'm doing terribly.
I get my lowest is a 21. Yeah.
Does
My lowest
everybody
is
else finish
7.
rolling?
I think so.
Sweet deal. I was just saving it so we didn't all get muddled up whose rolls or which.
Yeah, I'll let you tell me when everybody has rolled.
There we go.
Okay, my lowest is a 16.
Okay. So I'm going
For
to
some
roll.
reason.
I guess I can't. I'm immune to all damage because I'm still in my sphere.
Yeah, nothing happens.
No
to you.
sound. So nothing can penetrate the sphere, so you don't even hear it. You hear nothing.
Yeah. I
Oh,
get
It's like you're
It's like
you're in an egg.
it's
You're
so
in a little
again. Here's
eggy-
the thing: if we say nothing, it has to be nothing. So air doesn't permeate it, but you've got lots of air in a box that you're in. You'll
You're
be
in
able
a
to get through the
little
whole
egg.
fight. You'll definitely get through there, but air can't pass through it. Sound can't pass through it. Technically, you should be blind while you're in the sphere because light can't pass through it. You need light to see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're getting into the light.
It's I think the
But
thing
it's-
is,
I mean, it says
it's
nothing,
not. It's
so-
I think the rule that you're specifically here is that the sphere is immune to all damage, and
Yeah.
a creature inside it can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. Not
So
like,
this thing doesn't affect you, but all that other stuff is also true if nothing can pass through it.
I mean, yeah.
Because we can't pick and choose, otherwise the whole thing comes apart and we have to argue about it. So it's got to be
I shouldn't
nothing.
have taken the spell. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Unless it says the sphere is transparent, in which case we have a conflict, but that's fine. Anyway, so you ignore it, Bryn. We don't need to worry. You don't have to worry about your results.
Yeah. No, I think it makes sense to me that I can see inside it, but I can only see what's inside.
Yeah.
Like I imagine the sphere gives off a little bit of light on the inside, but you're just like in a box.
Yes. Yeah. Let me get. God damn this spell.
So the last thing that you see is me making a crushing thing and then
darkness.
I have no idea what's going on. I think that makes perfect sense because
Yeah.
I can move it, but I'm not going to know where to move
yeah,
it.
it doesn't say you can see where you're going. It just
No, it
says
just
you're
says you
able
can
to
move.
roll it.
You're blind
Yeah.
outside of the sphere. So the other thing, so not physical objects, energy or other spell effects can pass through the barrier. So does your aura apply to anyone outside the barrier if the aura can't extend from
probably
out
not.
of it?
As
Yeah,
what I
so
was
sphere is immune to all
joking about
damage.
saying,
Creature object can't be damaged.
It says in or out. Yeah, spell
Weird.
effects don't go in.
Yeah.
or out.
but it's not spell effect.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
I don't think
We-
it actually says it originates from the user. Either.
Yeah, it says nothing can pass through the barrier in or out. So I have to
Split
assume that
aura.
it's magical energy that comes from Bryn. So
Wow.
it's not a spell effect, but it still falls under anything. It has the word nothing in there. Nothing means everything that exists is exempt from that set,
Mm.
including auras, sound.
I love the way spells are defined in this game.
It's-
I just love
I'm
it
cool with
so
that. Yeah,
much.
it's a Pokeball.
super
It's just a very large Pokeball.
It really definitely doesn't step on the fun of
Well,
using
all it
ever.
says is you can breathe inside the sphere, but it doesn't say air permeates it. So you can breathe the air that's in it. This paragraph,
Yeah, I think
this
it makes
paragraph
sense
is
that like
incredibly unclearly written, and then conflicts with itself. But I think if we just stick to nothing can get in or out, you're
I think that it makes sense. that
excised
aura
from
is
the
a
universe,
thing.
basically,
Yeah.
as long as you're in there. Yeah.
The
Okay.
aura is a thing.
So, Bryn,
All right.
you ignore all of this. You ignore all the effects. You don't hear
No idea what's
anything.
going
You
on.
don't feel bad. Nothing goes on.
Okay, then my lowest one was a 19,
Okay.
18.
No, the monsters, they don't affect each other, so that's fine.
Oh,
They're undead. They're all undead, so this doesn't affect undead. So, okay.
wish I was undead.
So, okay, the DC is 13.
Okay, I failed one.
You failed one. November, did you
I
fail
felt
one?
0.
Okay, and then Sosrovo, did you fail any?
No.
He got a 13.
Okay,
They
so
got a 13.
Sathra, you have 0 hit points and are unconscious.
Cool, I love this
Jesus.
game.
Yeah, you're not
Helpful.
bleeding to death, but you drop to 0.
Cool.
So you're stable and knocked out. I'm gonna give you this angry face because I think you're angry too about being knocked out.
I'm mostly just
Okay.
I've given up being angry about it at this point.
Let me see if I can find a sleepy one.
What can I
Okay,
do
so you're
for
knocked out, but everybody who didn't fail a save,
Mhm.
you're gonna take some damage instead.
Mhm.
I
Okay,
hate that.
so it's let's see, the first scream. If you saved, you take 10 psychic damage.
Okay. And then Constitution save.
So wait, Adam,
No,
I
no,
failed the
don't-
first.
don't-
I failed the first one.
Yeah,
Am I taking damage for the next two?
let me see. Has no effect. Other creatures within 30 feet must hear or make Constitution saving throws. They happen all at the same time, so I don't think it's reasonable to say
they
like.
don't.
No, but yeah,
though.
because you take the damage, right? So each one would do that. Oh yeah, hold on, I gotta save. It's not a spell, so Lulu still has to make the save.
If you can you hear when you're unconscious?
Yeah, that's true. Like
If
sound
a
is
tree
still
falls
vibrating
in
your
the woods,
eardrums.
like, do you make a sound?
Let's see.
Is it if it's
Oh no, you don't actually have to be able to
Okay.
hear. It's not. You don't have to hear the way. If you're deaf, it still affects you. So it doesn't matter if you're conscious or not. It just hits. It hits if you're. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I do take. So I do
Let me.
take
I
damage.
have saving throws. I got to do Lulu's
Okay.
saves. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What did I say it was con save?
Oh,
I gotta. Let me read it one more time because I'm in the middle of doing something here. So 1, 2. Okay. So Lulu's also out. Sleepy time for Lulu. Okay, so let me read. I'll read the ability in full because I think I missed something. Yeah. So, Mournful Wail, provided she isn't in sunlight, has no effects on constructs or undead. All other creatures. Oh, there it is. That can hear her. So if you, it's actually 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. You go out, you go to 0, and then the other 2 don't hurt you because you can't hear them because you're unconscious.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So just knocked out at 0. Okay. Anyway, so the 3d6 damage was the first one to November and Sosorovo.
I'll make a
So
con
is
save
10.
for the spell.
No, you
I keep the spell up.
hold on. Oh, you're making these are different con saves. Okay,
Yeah.
for
It's
yes.
for my holding my
Yeah,
spell.
Okay.
same
right.
thing.
Okay, and then the second one, much weaker, 6 psychic damage.
I almost put mine as 69. Mistype. Nice.
Okay, Blue Jay, do you want to make another?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Con save?
Constitution. Still good.
Okay, and then the last one, 13 damage, 13 psychic.
Whew.
Yeah, and then let me just double check real quick this
Ooh.
other annoying thing.
Wasted a nat 20.
Right, and the aura of invulnerability only affects spells, not magic abilities. Yeah, so Lulu's ability aura doesn't protect against that. Okay, all right, so that's what they do. They move, they scream, and then they hang out. They moved out of the moonbeam. Okay, all right, Bryn. Unless those of you'd like to drop the sphere now.
That's up to you. Bryn has
drop
no
it
idea
and
what's
get
going
you
on.
hit by a thing. I feel like you need a turn more than you need to take
Yeah.
9 damage. Yes, I drop it.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled the con saves. I was always going to do that. Oh,
Yeah,
it was
but-
to keep it up long enough to keep her protected. and
Yes,
then
yeah.
let
So at
her
the
out.
end, at the end
Like
of the
you.
Dryad Spirit's turn, the ability, the sphere
Within
pops.
the 6
Yeah,
seconds,
Bryn's
I'm
been in her little
aware.
Pokeball, and it's
Turn off then once it's
and
finished.
she's hit by a moonbeam, and she sees Sathras passed out on the ground, and the ghosts have all moved.
It
What's
didn't
the saving
work.
throw on the moonbeam?
It didn't work.
It's a DC 15
What for
Constitution.
Yeah, con.
Okay, well maybe I can roll better on my con this time. I get a 7.
Good.
So you take 9.
Right.
Okay,
So
I
the
do
bubble
have
pops, and then suddenly the
resistance.
moon's horrible light is burning you.
On the plus side, I have resistance to radiant damage, so I take half. So I take
Hmm.
minus 5, right? Round it up or down?
Down.
Down.
Minus
Minus 4. Okay, so I take 4 damage. She's like, what?
I'm sorry.
Everything's going on right now.
And I think the ghosts have done a bad. So
Kill that.
can I do
I'll move
can
it.
I do turn the unholy?
What is it?
The
No,
problem
'cause
with
then
Turn
they'll
the
just
Unholy is,
fuck off
they'll
for a
flee.
bit,
They'll
and
flee
they'll
through
just
the
come
walls
back.
and then
Yeah.
recover and then come after you again.
That's true. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, this is one of the rare times where Turn Undead doesn't completely fuck over a fight with undead.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so on the other hand, though, I can do. I'm just gonna try and hit them first, because then I can smite. So there's one near her. I can't get to Sathra yet, so I'm gonna clear my path to Sathra, and I can
Okay.
only see one because I don't have any idea where the other one
Yeah,
is.
you
So
don't
I'm
know
gonna
the
try and
other ones
smack
are.
that one with my mace.
Okay, do it.
My shiny magical mace. Come on. All right, 29. There we go.
That is definitely a
Oh,
hit.
sorry, not 23. I forgot. I didn't have my channel divinity. 26.
Yes, yeah. Still, I
I'm
don't know if
gonna
that's a
smite.
surprise to you, but
Yeah,
okay.
we're gonna just smite
Okay.
Extra
because
damage
that
on
seems like a
ghosts.
good use of a spell slot against an undead ghost.
Yeah.
So divine smite
One shot them.
and wow, that was 15 radiant damage, 6 bludgeoning. It's all magic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you swing your mace out.
Yep.
It carves off some ectoplasm.
And then I get my backswing.
Yeah, and your
For my
second
second
swing.
attack.
Do it.
18.
Still a hit.
I feel like I should just keep these things
Yeah,
are really bad.
keep
The
going.
Sathra disappeared in like seconds, so I'm gonna use another channel or divine smite.
Yeah.
So for 25 damage this time.
God damn. Okay, cool. I think from the outside, because this thing isn't like, we talked about it being light permeable. They're like flashes of light inside this. For some reason, I think it has the like at a glance the consistency of like a packet of dried ramen noodles. Like it's all like weird and like hard.
Yeah.
But it's trees and corpses. But we see these bursts of light through it from the outside. Yeah, as you swipe through it. Cool.
Should
Okay.
kill it or
It's still I was gonna say it's still alive. It's not dispersed yet.
It's still incorporeal.
Yeah, it's still
Right.
fighting.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
And then I think Bryn looks at November. She's like, "Can you move this next time?"
yeah. Getting moon burn.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Lulu is unconscious. So Sorovo, it is your turn.
Right, sick. I'm not actually using the concentration spell right now. And I wonder, do you reckon they're immune to psychic damage?
Almost nothing is. Unless it has no brain.
Right, I'm gonna try and mind spike the nerd that Bryn nearly
This one?
bonked. Yes, please.
Okay.
Mind spike. Pew.
Hey, we got a wisdom
Sick.
save.
4 damage. Oh,
baby.
3d8. Oh, feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if it's any consolation, I got a 9. So.
Take 4 psychic damage.
It's like vicious mockery levels of damage.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
bad.
Does the spell do anything else or just.
It can't turn invisible from me.
Okay. That's good to know.
I do get a first level spell slot back as well.
Nice. All right, so you mind spike the ghost to the north there. November, it is your turn.
Okay. I gotta see if it's a bonus action or an action to move this thing. You can use an action to move the beam. That's fine. Okay, so I will use an action to move the beam. When a creature enters the spell's area for a first time on a turn, is that like they have to enter it?
If
or
it says
when I
enters,
move
they
it?
have to enter it. Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about it. It's like you can't move it over them. They have to go into it or start there.
Right. So this one is going to start its turn in the thing. I move it over to like be with just the top northerly
that?
ghosty.
Try and
Yeah.
finish him off. Good shot.
And then I will use
Piss
my
off, ghost.
and I will use my bonus action. Let's see. To summon a healing spirit by over in the same spot as
shit.
Sathra.
Which totem was this?
It's not a totem. It is a nature spirit that is called forth to soothe the
I
wounded.
think it was the
It's
ferret.
It's no, the ferret is the unicorn. This is not my totem. This is a spirit.
But this isn't one of those three shapes that you choose. Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
It looks like a transparent beast or fae of my choice. It
Can
looks
look
like
a ferret.
it looks like Mad Maggie. Is that a fae? She's a hag. Is that a
She's
fae?
not a fae. No, she's.
Oh.
I don't
was gonna
believe
say
that
that'd be
she is.
funny. That'd be funny to put Mad Maggie. Anyway, okay. It's
She's a fiend.
Oh, she's a fiend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Is that
it's,
concentration?
yeah, you gotta check.
That one is okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna use healing word. Then
Okay.
I didn't see the concentration part. Cancel that one.
Okay.
I just saw the bonus action part.
Yeah,
I
so you're
will
gonna
attempt
keep
to-
the moonbeam.
Keep the moonbeam.
Okay.
I will give Sathra 10 healing.
All
Oh,
right,
shit.
10 of them.
Sathra, you are prone, but no longer dead or
That
dying.
is good.
You're
Is
awake.
that doing it right? That was such bad roll.
Yes, you did roll very badly.
Ugh.
You rolled a 2 and then another 2. Okay. Yeah. So
rolled
here's the thing about
so
that
bad.
spell, though, right?
3 2s.
Here's the thing about that spell.
Here we go.
Lulu is both alive and
Yeah.
not conscious, so
That's what I
unfortunately,
thought.
keep your spell slot, my friend. She is stuck in the Lulu bubble.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
False.
I should have throttled Lulu to death when I had the chance. I should have grabbed her by her scrawny little gold neck and twisted until her head popped off.
And I imagine that's what you're dreaming about here on the threshold of death.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do instead?
I think that
I like Chat's idea. Run over and punt Lulu as hard as you can. You only have to kick her like 15 feet.
That's
So
what I was going to do.
that's a bonus action.
just drop kick her down the hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna do a 2-step thing. So it'll take me 2 turns, but then I'll be able to heal you. I will summon the Spirit Totem. It is a bonus action.
I will return to
It's
the-
cool, by the way. I'm just unconscious.
No,
Yeah.
I want you to have actions in the fight because this is a difficult fight.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
it would be good.
So I summon the Spirit Totem. I'll just put it right here because it just needs to be around.
Where is it?
It is the ferret. Right here.
Okay.
The holy unicorn spirit. Well, it's good. We can have advantage to detect creatures in their aura. So if they can go invisible, then we'll be luckier with that.
Mhm.
But next turn, I'll be able to cast healing on Sosorovo, and then you'll get it. And it won't be a spell cast into the circle. You'll
Yep.
be fine.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Smart.
That is my turn. Yes, I'm not going to move. I
Okay.
can't.
So unfortunately,
Awesome.
Sathra, you're still out.
Indeed, I am.
Next turn, I got you.
So at the start of its turn, we gotta roll the moonbeam, and that's a wisdom.
It's
Con.
Constitution. 2d10.
I got a 17.
Is that really the amount of fucking?
So it takes 3 damage.
I think so. Yeah, let me
Okay.
double check.
Come on, Ghost Dog.
Is it really 2d10? Constitution saving throw. It takes half as much. Oh God, I'm rolling so bad.
So the dryad
Wait.
spirit, that was hit by the moonbeam, she goes incorporeal and goes back through the wall that she was touching, and then goes somewhere.
Oh. I thought it was like final incorporeality.
And then no, so she fades back through the wall like hissing and gets out of the beam. And then these two.
No.
Let's see. They attack
No touch.
Sosorovo.
No
Or
touch.
do they not attack Sosorovo. I think they flee. I think they both take the disengage action and they get the fuck out of here.
Well, easy peasy.
Well, they're not gone. They're just going to recover, right? So disengage, and then they both disappear into the walls. And then suddenly, everything's chill.
Oh,
I
did I get an
always know
attack
the
of
Yeah, you
target's
can
location.
take. No, they all took the
No,
disengage.
what?
They all took the disengage action. So
Okay.
there's no. Yeah, they're trying to flee. There'd be no reason for them to do anything else.
That's fair.
I know where it's gone though. My mind spike tells me
What does
I
Mind
mean-
Spike
it's
say?
somewhere. On a failed save, I always know the target's location until the spell ends. So for
Okay, they're this way
an
somewhere.
hour, I
Okay.
could track a ghost if for some reason we want to do that.
I guess on the plus
She's
side,
in the
you'll
basement
know
of the
it's getting
library.
closer to us.
Yeah, they've gone.
What's it say?
They've gone east of you and faded into the brambles there.
Well,
Oh, or actually, you know what? They're below you. They just sink into the ground. That's the way smarter way to go. But they can't end up in a wall, right? They can't stay hidden. Okay. So they're in the same direction, but yeah, I have to remember to keep them. They have to end their
What
turn.
if the one on low health
Solid.
forgets that
No.
and goes really far underground? just
If I'm
takes a
giving you
bunch of damage?
free spell slots because you forgot about Lulu's aura, I'm not gonna take away the ghosts. They're gonna just kill themselves. So they're gonna go end up over there somewhere. Okay.
If a
So-
ghost could kill itself, it probably wouldn't be a ghost.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be a ghost, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Bryn, it's your turn. The ghosts have fled.
Sathra, run over to Sathra.
Don't
What's
cast the spell.
in Lulu's sphere though? It works, right?
Yeah,
In Lulu's
if
sphere
you're
CP?
inside the sphere, yeah.
I'm in the sphere technically, right?
Yeah, and it's not a spell if you lay on hands. So
yeah, we Sathra for
I like how if you want to kill Lulu with magic missile, you have to do it from 5 feet away.
Dodge.
I
for
see it. I think I see
satisfying
your
dodge
I want
piercing.
totem.
satisfaction too.
So I'm gonna just give Sathra just the one to wake you up, and then we'll do your healing, whatever you're gonna do with the totem, and then I can fill in whatever we need to.
Okay.
But yeah, I see that, I recognize it. I give you the one to wake you up, and then we'll go from there. You'll probably get more later. Sathra, wake up! What happened? I missed it. I was in a bubble.
Stop slapping me.
They yelled
But you
really
feel
loud.
slightly better now, right?
Yes, slightly.
Ghost yelled at us.
I was having a wonderful dream. A dream where I eviscerated Lulu.
Oh, Lulu! And then I step over your body.
I love the idea. I love the idea of all the big talls having this conversation, and then just Sosorovo in the background, just like a ghost yelled at me.
And then
Aw,
I do the
love
same thing. I will
Sosorovo.
give Lulu the one hit point, but I definitely don't think about it until you bring up murdering Lulu. I'm like, oh, that's right. We need Lulu still. And then go and be like, Lulu, wake up, you tiny fuzzy.
Yeah.
elephant."
So Lulu, you see rolls. She's laying on her back, and she like rolls over and like opens her eyes and like unrolls her trunk and stretches her little legs, and she's like,
I had the strangest dream.
Mm-hmm.
I was in hell, and you were there, and you were.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, and she's like, ah. And then she
She
says,
says,
she looks up at Bryn and she says,
"Thank you. That was a loud yell. Give me a bad headache."
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, that plan did not go to plan at all. I don't know what to do about ghosts. I'm not an expert.
It was a good effort. It really was. I appreciate your attempt. You weren't going to actually
Thanks.
crush me in that sphere. I had no
the
idea.
spell can't do that.
Okay, just
It's a
checking.
bluff. And it worked. They
Impressive.
left you alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we? November, you have your
Yeah.
friend here.
Lulu turns to you, Sathra, and says,
We're still in turn order. Sorry.
"Oh yeah. But I mean, anybody can go. Like they've fled, and if you're not going to pursue them, I can remove it. But yeah, so Lulu turns to Sathra and says,
Did they get you too? Are you okay? You have there's some blood on your face.
I'm fine.
What color is snake blood again?
Are you sure you're okay? You look pretty beat up. I'm worried about you, Sathra.
I hit Lulu with a great sword.
Ow!
I only gave Lulu 1 hit point. I will stop you from hitting them with a great sword.
I'm only joking.
All
Okay.
anyone sees is Sathra draw her sword and put her sword back in the sheath. Cherry
There was-
blossoms fall from
there was-
above, and then
There was
Lulu
a
splits in half.
conversation. There was a conversation that was had in between sessions, like, can we kill Lulu? And Adam said, it makes my life harder, so please don't. That's why she's alive.
Okay.
Only reason.
Mechanically, I would like to use the healing before it goes away. So
Yes.
I guess I would
Delicious healing.
actually, if we're in danger right now, the best way to heal is to call forth this nature spirit because we can just move in and
Our
out of
conga
the
line?
space.
Our conga line? I love our
conga
healing conga line.
So we can healing conga line. Let's
Bum, 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 bum.
So I call forth the nature spirit. It's in a 5-foot cube. It looks like a Nulf who's sitting in the car.
Mhm.
Whenever me or a creature I can see moves into the spirit space, they get 1d6 hit points. No action required. So you can just boop, 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 boop.
Mhm.
So stupid.
It's so stupid.
And lasts
But-
for 1 minute.
Yeah, it lasts for
Yeah, so we
So
each
here's some advice for anyone who is
up to
writing
1 minute.
anyone who's writing their own role-playing game. You need to find situations like this and write them out of the game
Yeah,
because
so it's
it
10d6.
totally ruins the short and long rest structure of the adventure. It's like extremely not. I don't understand how this was meant to work, but it's
I don't know
it's
either.
so broken, and I don't
think
say that
it was-
lightly.
I think it was meant to work during combat, and they didn't think about not during combat. Anyway,
Massive
10d6
oversight.
roll 10d6 healing.
I mean, I don't need 10d6 worth of healing, but I am very happy.
I do. Turns out when you lose all your health to one
It's a
failed
lot.
save, it's a big
Oh,
problem.
that's not
A lot of
right.
health.
Wait, let's top up. Oh,
I'm full up.
love it. I'm keeping a bit of an eye on the other ghost in case it comes back because I don't know what it wants to do. It's under the ground somewhere.
Yeah, they're
Excellent conga line.
they're over here some direction. Yeah.
Lulu also gets healing.
Okay. 10d6.
Yep. We can just like rotate in a little circle through null. It's fine.
So silly.
Go in.
The
you pat
totem,
dog.
the totem would theoretically give more HP, so it doesn't take as long. Yeah. It's very broken.
So there's actually more experience, more health because Lulu and Sathra aren't full with the.
Oh
10d6.
yes, sorry. So the way that the totem works is let me just check real quick. Totem, where did it go? Each creature of your choice in the aura also regain hit points equal to your druid level. It's only when I cast the spell using a spell slot. So one time you would get 8 extra HP. Because that's only when I cast the spell.
Because when you cast the totem, that's the spell
Yes.
slot. Yeah, that makes sense.
Apparently, the official stance on this ability, according to Eat the Path, was we just assume everyone starts every encounter at full health anyway, so we're not
What?
bothered by it.
No, because you're supposed to have 7
18
encounters per
a
day,
day, yeah.
or whatever it is.
This ability doesn't make any goddamn sense. But that's
Let's
fine,
end
whatever.
this conversation. Well,
Yeah,
while
let's just
we're in
walk
the
away.
place that we're
It's
currently
fine.
in.
Okay, so Lulu and Sathra might as well just be at full health. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. That's cool. The totem is, I assume, gone then. And you can continue exploring. But this is dead end for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a dead end
Literally a
in
dead
more
end.
than one.
Hey.
we go. Back, I'll lead still. And I guess we go back to where we had the branch and we went north.
Yeah.
Do we want to go all the way back, or do we want to explore this
Go do
lower
one at a time.
branch?
This way. If I was
East or
making a
west?
maze, I'd make a pause around the outside first.
Okay, so we're gonna go east.
Yeah, let's do it.
East we go.
Wait. Isn't that the directions the
It
ghost
is the
went?
direction that the ghosts are in. Yeah.
I changed my mind. I don't want to go that way
Western
anymore.
hope.
West
I'll,
we go.
I'll let you
There we
know.
go.
I'll let you know as they move. What's the range on your ability to detect them?
Or how long?
It lasts an hour, and I think it's if they're on the same plane. I'll double check as we
Sure.
go.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see if there was a radius where they fall out of it.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Oh, we've got another choice.
Yeah. So you come to the T intersection here. The brambles gnarl both left and right.
Inward.
Inward.
Yeah.
Got it.
In
Inward.
infinity distance, Adam.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Dave. So yeah, they're definitely still east of you.
Squish.
Unless they go
Another-
into the ethereal plane, which ghosts do, so it falls off immediately.
Another
Great. All right,
dead-
awesome spell. Thank you.
So actually, these creatures don't go to the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah, because they're stuck in hell.
There's and even if they weren't, their incorporeal
Right.
movement doesn't mention the ethereal plane.
We go back up.
Yeah, backwards
Yeah,
or
so
stuck.
you reach a twisted end here.
Nothing bad in this twisted end.
No, nothing bad down here. Nothing good either.
Okay.
All right. Well, we go.
3 more banshees appear.
Yeah, exactly. There's actually
and
27,000
Found an
banshees.
exit.
You've
Okay.
just walked into a banshee nest.
Well, let's go.
Every time you hit a dead end, it's banshees.
Yeah, Red Ruth's real name is Susie Sue.
Okay, up to this entrance then.
Yeah. So you come to this one. This one's slightly larger. You have a little bit
Oh.
more room going in.
Do we want to go this way?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
I
just
have
wander about.
no opinion one way or another.
This reminds me of when we were doing the thing because it wasn't loading properly. We had to move with arrows.
This
That's
is
a
a
dead end.
much less. Okay, hang on. Stop there for a second.
Okay, sorry.
Stop. Okay. This is a much less intensive map than the Mad Mage maps with had like 1,000 tokens on them. Okay, I just need to see if there is something at the end of this one.
The Bone Minotaur.
No minotaurs down
Bone
here.
Labyrinth.
As you reach the end of this intersection, there is and there are bodies all over this place, but this one is of interest because the others have been. I'll place them on the board. So the others you've encountered so far, the other bodies, they are fused with this place, right? They're like fully built in. This guy is just dead. There is a little bit of evidence that the vines are starting to like grow around him.
Is he dressed in Grecian garb? Does he have a ball of yarn?
Yeah, right, exactly. No, it's a dark elf. First of all, it is the corpse, or it was. It's the corpse of a drow. That's why I wanted to bring it up. So Sorovo, you see the very satisfying sight of a dead drow. She's been impaled by vines, and she died in obvious pain and horror. She has like a suit of chainmail on that's been pierced by the vines that are now growing through her dead body. But she also has a satchel hanging by her side. Yeah.
So, if I like take a gander, can I tell like was it these vines that dealt the killing blow? As
you
it
can
were?
make a medicine check. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, whether they
21?
came out or we shoot.
It looks like this person was injured. There's blood drops on the floor leading up here, and then they sat down or fell down or like ran out of steam, and then the brambles were like, "Yes, feed us with your blood." And
Okay, so
grabbed
they
her.
didn't like. If I go over there, they're not going to be like steady.
I mean, I can't promise anything,
Right,
but
right.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And
anyway.
so yeah, the bag. Clearly the bag is the thing. If they have an empty scabbard. And probably like a quiver with no arrows in it. Like they've used up all their resources, then they died here. And she has this bag, and the bag is now. So Sorovo, she's not dressed like any drow you've ever seen. She has a heavy like chain. I guess it'd be ringmail. A heavy ringmail tabard, and then she
Yeah,
has
that's
trousers and boots. She, at a glance, and I think you can tell this, Blue Jay, November. You can see she has this like on her nose. There's like a callus there, from wearing a helmet.
Oh, helmet.
Right where the nose piece of the helmet would have like sat.
What you're saying, Adam, is that she's not wearing her Loth worshipping fetish gear.
Well, yeah, nothing about her says spiders at all. She's dressed like a Viking.
Yeah.
And her bag is it's made out of some kind of like hide, some kind of animal hide, sewn with a thick needle, and on it there are runes that none of you have ever seen before, like stitched into the thing.
Can I reach for the bag?
Don't touch it. It's got drow blood on it.
It does indeed have drow blood on it.
Is it poisonous?
No, it's just disgusting.
I like roll my eyes and then go to grab it.
Wow. Everybody else is allowed to impose their morals all over the place. When I actually object to an evil creature.
Are you doing all
Okay.
this? Are you doing all this mumbling in Gnomish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you hear grumble, grumble, Blingdenstone, grumble, grumble, grumble. So Sorovo folds their arms over their chest and watches you dangerously engage with this disgusting creature.
It's dead. It's fine.
Okay, so what do you describe what you do? Do you just like yank it off of them, or because there's there's a shoulder strap, and
Okay.
then the vines are growing around it, so you're probably gonna have to like cut the vines or
Yeah. I don't want to cut the vines because I don't want to mess with this place. But I don't mind cutting the strap of the bag. So I like get my scimitar and I just like.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity 12.
Okay, yeah, you managed to avoid getting like poked by any of the thorns or anything, and
Oh,
you
good.
cut one of the vines. And
Not the vine. I wanted to cut the strap of the bag.
You're gonna cut the strap of the bag? You can't.
Yeah. I can't?
No, your sword cannot cut the strap of the bag.
It's meant to
Like
cut.
you try to cut it, nothing happens. You saw at it, nothing happens. Yeah, your sword cannot cut through it.
Okay. Then I will attempt to cut the vine.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
realizing that, then you you pull it off over her head and
Yeah, I
pull
would
it
have
up.
tried not to damage the vines at first, but
Sure. Yeah.
okay. Is there anything in the bag?
No, the bag is empty.
Okay.
And you have dark vision, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, of course. So you open the bag and you look in, and it appears that the bag you don't see the bottom of the bag, you just see shadows.
It's a bag of holding.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know
You
if I
can't see
want
the bottom of it.
It might be one of those bad ones.
You put your hand in it.
I take my shillelagh.
Uh-huh.
Or
You mean
I
your
shall
quarterstaff?
lay.
Yeah.
I shillelagh first. And then I like poke it into the bag.
Okay. So you just take your stick and like lower. Okay. All right. So you all watch as this bag sitting on the ground slowly like absorbs the staff as you go to
And then
place.
before I let go of the shillelagh, I pull it back out. Is it like totally gone or is it okay?
If you dip it into the bag and then take it
Yeah.
out, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, then I would very cautiously, because I've heard stories about ones of these that are mean. I would put my hand in.
What?
Okay. So the staff
magic
goes
for
in,
that.
comes out, and you like roll your sleeve up, and you're about to be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna check this out."
I
Yeah.
got magic for that. You
Maybe
don't have to risk your life, you know.
Sorry, are you done mumbling in Gnomish and you're actually going to deign to help us?
Yes. It's a magic item, obviously. I want it.
Well, Sosorovo, is this going to eat my hand?
I will tell you in 1 minute.
Okay. So everybody just hangs out for a minute while Sosorovo draws a magic circle and does the whole thing. Zariel, would you like? I mean, I'm just gonna PM it to you. I'll let you know, and then you can decide what you do. Let's see. How do I? Let's see. How do I PM? I can't remember how do I send specifically. I know how to send as myself, but I forget how to. I think it's /M, something like that. But yeah, actually, I can just show it.
W works, doesn't it?
I can just put it in your journal. It's W. That's right. It's whisper, not message.
It's whisper.
I'll put it in
Played
here.
WoW before they designed this.
That's right. Yeah.
I have a lot of things in my magic items. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you found it. Okay. Yeah. So Zariel performs the ritual. And then I don't know, the ritual's done. You make a dinging sound and you take the fries out of the oven.
Yep.
Don't
I
talk
know
to
what
me
this
about
bag
fries.
does.
Don't talk to me about fries. I'm so hungry.
So is this going to eat my hand? Or my thing?
Oh, as funny as it would be, yeah, it's the bad one.
It is indeed the bad kind of bag. So what you're holding isn't a bag at all. It is the feeding orifice of a great extraplanar entity whose feeding orifices are distributed throughout many of the multiverses.
Oh my god, give it to me. It sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, and anything that is placed within it will be digested and pooped out into another dimension.
I'm going to throw all the bodies of all the people I hate and Lulu in it.
Oh my god, do you want to try to trick Lulu to go in the bag?
That's what I was thinking
Lulu.
about like, before I said anything.
Hide in the bag, Lulu.
The bag will protect you.
Don't put stuff we want to keep in it, but put stuff that we want to get rid of.
Campaign.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Lulu doesn't. It's not written such that Lulu needs to survive. It just means that there are like dozens of places where it's like Lulu does this, and I'm like, shit, now I gotta find another way to do that, and then I'd have to just like lots of those. Like Lulu's the throughput of. Yeah. What do we do next? Where do we go? And without her, I'd have to rewrite a ton of stuff, which I appreciate not having to do. But at the end, if you want to try, when we get close to the end of it, if you want to try to trick Lulu into flying into the bag of devouring, I'm not going to stop you.
As soon as we defeat Zariel, I will put Lulu in this bag.
Come here, you.
It's not even going to be a trick. We're all just going to help. We're all going to put one hand on
Everyone surrounds Lulu menacingly.
It's going to be the Sorcerer Over and Sathra doing it. Bryn will be distracted and then
I would never allow you to do that to her. Just get her 7 planes away.
My job now is to annoy all of you sufficiently that it is justifiable for everyone at the end. Also, November, if you're too much of a good guy to do a bad thing, just hang around on Avernus a little bit longer, and I'm sure eventually you'll fail a save.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So you now have a bag of devouring. It is available to you.
Probably
it is
useful. I didn't actually drop my quarterstaff in there.
So what's funny is that inanimate objects stored in the bag, once a day, they are swallowed and spit out into another plane of existence. I get to decide what time and plane. So theoretically, if you put a bunch of shit in there and then you wait, it might just barf it out on top of you again. It might just be like, oh god, my stuff.
Someone else's stuff also might.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, and so there's a great seed. If you want to start a new D&D campaign, here's your starting campaign seed. The characters are hanging around doing something, and then something gets eaten by a bag of devouring, gets barfed out onto their table while they're trying to drink their beer, and now you have a quest.
I've killed a goblin ranger with a magic bow. So if you ever need a magic bow, it's happened in a D&D game.
There you go.
In the bag of devouring.
My particular favorite variation on that would be your character is just the favorite dropping point of one particular
right.
bag of devouring.
You just always end up having bullshit land on.
Yeah, but it's all bullshit from the same person. So it's like a journal, and then like a couple of weeks later, you get something with like their name on it or whatever, and they haven't realized this stuff's gone missing. But it's all from like one person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Acme approach where you just get a bag of devouring, you put it on the ground, and you just pour anvils into it until you run out of anvils. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna put 7,000 anvils into this bag, and just know, going to bed, that all over the multiverse, people are getting anvils dropped on them from seemingly nowhere.
That's a very chaotic, evil thing to do.
You're like, just pouring like a bucket of acid in there. This is going to land on somebody. It's like buying a machine gun and just shooting it into the air for 15 minutes. I love it.
Except for you're fairly certain that it probably won't end up back where it came from. That's like a 1 in a lot
Yeah,
chance.
it's true. It's true.
Whereas if you shoot a machine gun in the air, you might just.
I think if you put a bag of devouring at the bottom of a large body of water, it will consume that body of water at a rate of 1 cubic foot per day.
Yeah, the amount that
until
it can
eventually
take.
it's gone. Yeah, it would just drink the lake very slowly or whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
Useful terraforming tool.
Yeah. It's also a great place to throw corpses if you never want to get caught for murder.
Yeah, because your corpse will end up on the other side of the world,
Yeah, what
or
are you gonna
like,
do?
in hell or something.
That would also be a fun way to start a murder mystery. Is that a corpse just appears out of nowhere and you have to track it back through the bag of devouring and find where it came from, and you got to go to sigil and the whole thing. Yeah.
Not if you were Sosurova or
very
Sathra.
fun.
You'd just be like, corpse.
A corpse.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Or like,
Not corpse
Never
with a
eaten a corpse.
Yes. Right.
with a
Hey,
H.
it can be both.
Yeah. Do you wanna hang on to the bag since you're the one who got it?
Yeah,
I do
up to
not
you.
know.
Alright. I'll take
The
it.
the
I'll
idea
That's what
idea
I'm
of
thinking.
things ceasing to exist doesn't. I mean, in some
okay,
ways
if you're not comfortable holding on to it, then I will gladly take the bag of
So
destroying.
noble of you, Sathra, to take one.
I will
for
take
the
upon
team.
this burden.
Just, I'm really honored by your personal sacrifice.
You should.
Just
be.
remember, don't ever try and take anything out of it because that's going to go real badly.
label it. Get a
No.
label maker.
Now I'm
nope
just thinking
bag.
about getting 2 bags of devouring and mushing them together and being like, stop kissing yourself. Stop kissing yourself.
Because they're mouths.
Because it's the mouths of the same creature, yeah. Cool. All right. So you've reached the end of this path as the Drow Viking did.
Okay.
And yeah.
Rip you, my dude.
Now what do you want to do?
Let's piece
Back
the
we
heck
go.
Yeah,
This
this
was
entrance
also
does
the end.
nothing.
Okay. Was there this way?
You
Yes,
went up,
there
right?
is.
We hadn't yet.
No,
Okay.
we haven't gone.
Up we go.
it's a dead end.
It's also
turns,
a dead end.
turns out also a dead end.
Yeah, that one's a dead end too.
Oh,
All right, so we've done
Sucks.
these. Down.
down. I will again take the lead with my very perceptive eyeballs. And I don't know what other else you use to perceive things. Hands,
All of
nose.
your
The
senses,
rest
like
of
literally
all of
the
your
whole
senses.
suite.
Oh shoot! I went through the wall. I didn't.
No, it's
mean-
okay.
I went again. Okay.
It's okay.
it's
You
not
can.
gonna-
I mean, the hall is 5 feet wide, but it's not. It's diagonal. So just let me know if you get stuck on the wrong side of a wall. So this is promising, right? You've been on this track a little while and you haven't hit a
Yeah.
dead end.
Not yet.
So this one is like winding and curving back on itself. Sosorovo, you're getting closer to the ghosts.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you're getting closer and closer the further east
Wait,
you
it goes
go.
up.
It
We're
goes
going
up
towards
there
Ghost Town.
and it goes this way. Up this way. Do we want Is it
Sathra, your
possible?
hex. Are you still concentrating on your hex?
No, because I was
Oh, that's right, you got no.
unconscious.
I couldn't remember if it was concentration or
It
but it
is.
is, but it's 8 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to? Is this? Do we want to go this way? Is this also closer to the ghost? Do we want to go the other way? There was
Which direction is Ghost Town?
Directly to the east of you, so this way.
It's exactly in the middle, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, if this is getting closer to the ghosts, we could. There's also this way. If I'm like over here, there's this way. This is a way.
Yeah.
Or
Let's
there's this
try
way.
that way.
This way. Okay.
So November and Sosorovo,
dead end.
you realize, yeah, there's a dead end at the end of here. And by now, despite the fact, as you get closer to the heart of this beautiful bony artichoke, your clothes, if you have a cloak or a cape or anything like that, they're getting caught on the
sleeves.
spurs, your sleeves are getting torn. Anything on the periphery of your clothing that isn't armored. And also, Bryn, your armor has deep scratches on both your arm pads. The thorns are getting longer and sharper the closer that you circle in to the
Okay,
center of the maze.
So Bryn started
This is
going
a
north.
dead end. Okay, you went north?
Yeah.
All right. The one I went to was a dead end,
Wolf.
so.
Okay.
So
I want to know, Adam, can you tell me
Yeah.
something really quickly?
Sure.
Has the designer of this map at any point done one of those like S things that everyone
yes,
used to draw.
yeah.
in
The sick like 90s S. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's actually what the whole thing is shaped. You just can't see it. Yeah. So Sorovo, you're coming within like feet of the ghosts now. Like they're to the south of you.
Where
Probably
did
just
Zariel
on the
go?
other side of this. Probably just on the other side of this wall of brambles.
I
Yeah.
was making japes. I wasn't moving my guy. I was doing hand
Okay,
gestures.
that's fine. So you continue sort of
there's a
spiraling
this way.
inward.
There's
I'm like in Elvish. I'm like,
Hey,
go away. Don't
This-
come near us.
this is
I know
the way
you're
I'm
there.
going.
A hand just comes through the wall and goes back.
Thing, token.
All right. So as
I'm
you
lost.
come around this corner and you reach the center of the maze,
Where
let
did
me-
everybody go?
yeah, Sathra gets lost. So this is what you realize. So November, you're like, you stop. Bryn bumps into you. Sosorovo just went through a wall. Sosorovo, and you realize Sosorovo and Sathra are not with you. They're scrambling around. So I'm moving for a second, you two.
Yeah,
Um,
I was there. I was trying to show Belf the order.
Yeah. And then I think I might have box 6. Let me
I would have
check.
found it eventually.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. And this is great. We'll introduce Red Ruth and then we'll close the episode. So here you are. As you come around this corner, you finally reach the center of the maze. A cave-like hovel lies at the center of the maze. Hundreds of bones and body parts hang by twine from the entrance, and the ceiling is strung with garland made of bloody entrails. The air buzzes with flies. As you look, hunched over, glistening with blood, wearing what looks like a cloak of inside-out human skin wrapped around her shoulders, her hair dripping with blood, you see a gnarled old woman raise her head, and she's razor sharp. She's got sharp teeth, right? She's got a piece of some like meat in her mouth, and she looks up and turns to look at you, and you can see that she's wearing a dress made of stitched together bones, and around her neck is a string of infant skulls. And as she turns, before she opens her mouth, the skulls, they are quietly singing nursery rhymes in various languages.
Cool.
As she looks up from from her meat, and that's where we'll stop for today. We'll find. I mean, I guess now you know why they call her Red Ruth.
That's an aesthetic.
Yeah, right.
If
And
you,
we'll
listen. You have to escalate from living in the middle of pointy bone thorn place.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be like, and this is my nice house.
Yeah, you walk in. There's a desk. There's a picture of a cat hanging from a telephone wire. It says, "Hang in there, baby."
Appreciated the strange juxtaposition.
You
though.
have to
Yes.
escalate.
Yeah.
We're already literally in hell, so yeah, it's just
Jesus.
Baby
Yeah.
skulls quietly singing nursery rhymes is how you
That's horror movie bullshit.
Yeah, one of them. This is the part where if you go back and you play it backwards, one of the skulls is singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song.
If you dig into the data files, you get each audio track individually. Yeah.
OscarMayer.wave. Nice. Good. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming, everybody. We will see you next time for another episode. I'm going to let the cast tell you all about the cool projects they've been up to. Starting with, let's start over here this time, Blue Jay.
Hey, it's me, Blue Jay, your favorite bird. Not necessarily. You can have other birds that are your favorites. I won't get offended.
Sorry. I definitely
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can have other people you like. It's okay. I just, I'll make sure to put you significantly low on my list of people I like.
Wow.
Sorry. You can find me most days on Twitter at BlueJay_712. You can find me on Twitch playing my first ever playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, which I've been having a ton of fun with. So if you like that, check it out. Also, sorry for America having really weird daylight savings time. Anyone watching in Europe, I know.
Yeah,
that
sorry if anybody missed the
people-
first hour because of that. It's
Blue Jay is personally responsible for that.
I
So
did
has to
daylight
apologize.
savings.
that's right.
I have been alive for thousands of years and it's entirely my fault. So yeah, blame me for that. I'm also currently playing Zweihander, but we're not doing a game session today. Adam's going to be interviewing the main dev.
Yes, I'll talk more about it on mine.
Yeah. So if you have been missing out on that, now is your time to potentially catch up. You have a week to watch how many episodes? 6, 7?
6, yep.
Yeah, you have a week and it's really good, and I'm having a good time. So do it.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's go backwards. Elf. Normally I go clockwise. Let's go
hey.
anti-clockwise.
I am Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter at DistractedElf. At the moment, I've been doing a bunch of Dwarf Fortress again. I'm getting back into that. And I found a mod which will create Kobold Fortress. So if you would like to come and see if we can survive being kobolds in the Dwarf Fortress universe, it's very difficult, let me tell you. We might do a little bit of that tomorrow morning. But more importantly, tomorrow I'm beginning a saga of playing games with Andrew, who used to be on this show a long time hence, and we're going to be doing some Stellaris tomorrow. So, after they're ready to get going. So come by for that.
Excellent. All right, carrying on. Lauren.
Hi, I'm Random Tuesday. You can find me on the internet, most of the places at Random Tuesday. I was going to be at Emerald City, but that's not happening.
Yes.
So I won't see you all there. Alternatively, though, you can catch me on my Twitch channel. This week, Dave and I are going to play some Stardew Valley on Wednesday, which,
oh my God, fun.
If Elf and Blue Jay and Adam want to join, you're welcome to.
Cute.
Very possibly.
Cool. I'll
Sorry,
post
what
it.
day was that?
Wednesday. I
Oh.
definitely was like, I will ask them. And then it was the weekend.
Didn't ask us.
I was like, yes, this sounds excellent. And then weekend. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be the MTG featured creator for the day.
Oh, fun.
So come watch me open so many packs and build my best dog deck. My wolves have had they will take some dogs out for a walk is all I'm saying.
Excellent. That sounds great.
It's not a good deck, but it's full of good dogs.
That's all you need. Do it for the art. Excellent. And last but not least, Dave, please, if you will.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for coming and watching. As always, if you would like to follow my personal stuff, best place is on Twitter at Dave_the_human. Tomorrow, I am starting up playing in a streamed campaign of... I always feel bad talking about systems that aren't here when we're here, but I'm going to be playing some Pathfinder 2nd on twitch.tv/Capricorn Cross, and we're gonna go through the first published module of that, and I'm going to learn to play that. So come check it out at 7 my time, which I don't know how to convert because I can't remember if it's 4 or 6 hours different now. I've tweeted about it.
Do you know what
Yeah,
your
right.
time
Exactly.
zone is called?
Find the number written down somewhere and then do calculations.
it'll
You'll
be 4.
figure it out. Cool. Well, I think that's it. That's it for us. Thank you for coming. As always, everybody, we will come back with more Red Ruth action. There's a lot of hags in hell, like a surprising amount. So
Yeah, it
I'm
turns
excited
out.
to play this one. She's very different from Mad Maggie. So we'll continue the path
Really?
the path quest line next episode. In the meantime, if you want to check out any of the previous episodes that we've done, you can get them in podcast form, literally everywhere there are podcasts. Go and check that out. I had a couple of people mention to me on Twitter over the last week. I think there's some missing episodes in some of the D&D playlists on the D&D channel. So if you're watching the D&D YouTube channel, I know they're doing some changes. They're updating some stuff. So if you miss an episode, if you're like, wait a second, this ends at episode 16 and starts with episode 19, all of those videos, you can find them over on Roll20's YouTube channel. And I know that because I put them there. So if there's a mistake, it's mine and I can actually fix it. So go check it out if you want to check out any of the older stuff or you missed an episode, and we'll be back next time with more D&D action for you. Thanks for coming. See you next time, everybody.